You eat them every day, but could they be quietly destroying your muscles? If you've ever felt weaker than usual, found yourself struggling to get up from a chair, or noticed your arms and legs thinning out, you might think it's just part of getting older. But what if the real issue isn't age at all? What if it's something you're eating? There's a dangerous myth that says muscle loss is an unavoidable part of aging. But the truth is, many people over 60 are unintentionally speeding up that loss, and it all starts with what's on your plate. Today, I'm going to reveal 5 of the most common foods that silently weaken muscle strength in older adults. These aren't exotic or rare. They're everyday items, and the first one might be sitting in your kitchen right now. And make sure to stay with me until the end, because I'm going to tell you about one food that looks healthy, but actually blocks your body from absorbing the very minerals your muscles need to stay strong. You're not going to want to miss that. Let's start with one of the most common culprits: white bread and refined pasta. That crusty French bread you love? The creamy pasta dish you've made for years? Even those store-bought cookies that look innocent on the surface, they're all loaded with simple carbohydrates. These quick-digesting carbs spike your blood sugar, cause inflammation, and most importantly, interfere with your body's ability to absorb amino acids, the very building blocks your muscles rely on. And it doesn't stop there. These foods trigger a cycle. The more you eat them, the more your body craves quick energy. This leaves you reaching for more processed foods, less protein, and fewer nutrients. Exactly the opposite of what your muscles need to stay active and strong. If you've noticed it's harder to climb stairs, or you're losing strength in your arms and legs, this might be a key reason. The solution: swap refined grains for whole grain, fiber-rich alternatives. At breakfast, try 100% whole grain toast or oatmeal. For lunch or dinner, go for whole wheat pasta, brown rice, or better yet, nutrient-dense options like lentil pasta or quinoa. These support more stable energy, better digestion, and help preserve your strength. This is a simple shift, but over time it could change how you move and feel every day. But don't head to the kitchen just yet, because the next item on the list may seem healthy, but it's doing your muscles no favors at all. Let's talk about store-bought box juices. Those brightly labeled bottles with messages like "no added sugar" or "made with real fruit" may sound wholesome. But here's what many don't realize. These juices are often stripped of fiber and packed with concentrated fructose. And without fiber to slow down the sugar, that fructose goes straight to your liver, raising inflammation and blocking muscle recovery. The problem is worse for older adults. As we age, our ability to regulate blood sugar becomes more fragile. These juices cause quick spikes, leading to insulin resistance, a major contributor to muscle loss over time. And they don't keep you full. You drink them, feel like you made a healthy choice, and an hour later you're hungry again. That leads to more snacking, more blood sugar swings, and less strength-building nutrition. If you've been drinking processed juice every day thinking it was helping you stay hydrated and energized, it's time to rethink that habit. What to do instead? Choose whole fruits, especially berries, apples with the skin, or oranges with the pulp. These provide natural fiber and slow-digesting sugar that nourishes rather than inflames. You can also hydrate with herbal teas, water infused with lemon or cucumber, or sugar-free drinks that keep your blood sugar steady and your muscles protected. One of our community members, Grace, wrote to say she swapped out her daily glass of apple juice for whole fruit and lemon water. 2 weeks later, she felt less bloated, had more energy, and said she noticed her walking pace actually improved. Real change doesn't always require big steps, just smarter ones. And now I want to hear from you. Do you drink box juice regularly? Have you noticed how it affects your energy or digestion, or maybe that lingering feeling of fatigue or weakness? Drop a comment below. Your story could help someone else watching this video right now. And keep watching because we're just getting started. Up next, the one food that seems harmless, maybe even healthy, but actually interferes with your body's ability to absorb magnesium, one of the most important minerals for muscle strength. You might have it in your cabinet right now. The processed protein problem. What's hiding in your ham and salami? Let's talk about an even more dangerous enemy to your strength, one that's incredibly common and hiding in your fridge. Ham, bologna, sausage, salami. These processed meats may seem like convenient protein choices, especially when you need a quick lunch or snack. But behind their ease lies one of the biggest threats to muscle strength in people over 60. Processed meats are loaded with nitrites, trans fats, and excessive sodium, a trio that fuels inflammation, damages your blood vessels, and makes muscle recovery slower and harder. If you've been eating these regularly, they may be quietly weakening your muscles every day, without pain or obvious warning signs. And don't be fooled by the protein label. The protein found in heavily processed meats is often low in essential amino acids, the very nutrients your body needs to build and repair muscle tissue. As you age, your body naturally struggles more to maintain muscle mass. Giving it poor quality fuel only makes the problem worse. And the damage doesn't stop at your muscles. These meats are linked to a higher risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and even some cancers. If you're feeling more fatigued lately, or if tasks like climbing stairs or lifting groceries feel harder than they used to, your meals may be playing a bigger role than you think. The sodium overload in processed meats also puts extra strain on your kidneys and worsens fluid retention, making it even harder to stay active and mobile. The solution is simple and satisfying. Replace these products with real, nourishing proteins. Choose grilled chicken, turkey, or fish. Include legumes like lentils, beans, and chickpeas. Eggs are another excellent option. These choices offer complete proteins and essential minerals your body can use to rebuild strength, prevent disease, and help you stay active longer. And now, let's move on to a food that's often praised as healthy, but can backfire when eaten the wrong way. Raw spinach, the sneaky mineral blocker in your salad bowl. Spinach is practically a symbol of health, but when eaten raw and in large amounts, it might actually work against you. The reason? Oxalic acid, a natural substance found in raw spinach that binds to calcium and magnesium in your digestive system. These minerals are essential for muscle contraction, nerve function, and bone strength. When oxalic acid latches onto them, your body can't absorb them effectively. And what happens next? You may experience cramps, weakness, joint discomfort, and even balance issues, all without realizing that the problem might be your healthy-looking green smoothie or raw spinach salad. Oxalates can also contribute to kidney stones, which become more common and more dangerous as we age. But don't worry, you don't have to give up spinach altogether. Here's the fix. Lightly steam, sauté, or blanch your spinach before eating it. Heat breaks down much of the oxalic acid, making its nutrients more absorbable and gentler on your body. You'll still get the vitamins, but now your body can actually use them. Also, mix up your greens. Kale, arugula, and lettuce are excellent choices with lower oxalate levels. Pair your greens with calcium-rich foods like sesame seeds, almonds, or a bit of soft cheese to boost absorption and balance your meals. These small adjustments add up, and your muscles will thank you. But we're not done yet, because next we need to talk about a daily habit that almost everyone over 60 enjoys, but few realize how it may be quietly draining their strength. Coffee, the beloved drink that might be sapping your strength. Now, this one might come as a surprise. Coffee, one of the most loved and comforting routines in the world, can actually become a hidden threat to your muscles if consumed in excess. To be clear, coffee has its perks. It boosts alertness, improves mood, and may even help protect against certain diseases. But as with many things in life, moderation is everything. When consumed too frequently, especially on an empty stomach or in high doses, caffeine can interfere with the absorption of critical minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, and zinc. These minerals are key to keeping your muscles strong, responsive, and pain-free. Without them, your muscles struggle to contract properly. Recovery slows down, fatigue sets in, and gradually, everyday activities like standing, walking, or carrying groceries begin to feel heavier. And for those already dealing with bone loss or osteoporosis, excess caffeine can further deplete calcium from your bones, adding risk where you need strength. So what's the smart approach? 1 or 2 cups a day, preferably after a balanced meal, is generally safe for most people. But if you're sipping coffee throughout the day, try replacing a few of those cups with herbal tea, decaf alternatives, or warm lemon water. Also, balance your caffeine intake with mineral-rich meals, and don't forget to stay hydrated. Water supports every system in your body, including muscle function. So far, we've uncovered 5 common habits that might be quietly undermining your strength. These are everyday foods and drinks that, while familiar and even comforting, can interfere with your muscle health, especially after the age of 60. But we're not done yet. In the next section, I'll show you how to put all this knowledge into action, including a simple daily routine you can follow to protect your muscles, boost recovery, and feel stronger and more energized with every passing week. But that's not all. Coffee's deeper impact on muscle health. We've already talked about how coffee can interfere with the absorption of key minerals like calcium and magnesium. But there's even more to the story, especially for those over 60. Drinking too much coffee raises your body's cortisol levels. This is your main stress hormone. And when cortisol stays elevated for too long, often due to chronic caffeine intake, it speeds up a process called catabolism. In plain terms, that means your body starts breaking down its own muscle tissue to use for energy. Over time, this leads to gradual muscle weakening, even if you think you're eating well and staying active. There's another hidden danger, too. Caffeine interferes with deep sleep. Even if you sleep through the night, that rest may not be restorative if caffeine is still in your system. And that's a problem because deep sleep is when your body produces growth hormone, or GH, the hormone responsible for repairing tissue and building muscle. So that innocent cup of coffee in the afternoon may be doing more harm than you realize, silently undermining your strength and slowing down recovery. The best way to manage this is simple moderation. Keep your daily coffee intake to no more than 2 cups, and avoid drinking it on an empty stomach. Most importantly, don't drink coffee late in the day if you want to preserve your sleep quality. If you enjoy the comfort of a warm drink in the evening, try replacing some of your coffee with green tea. It contains less caffeine and adds a bonus, antioxidants that help protect your muscles, brain, and heart as you age. Now that you know the 5 hidden muscle saboteurs, what's next? Here's the good news. Even if you've been feeling weaker, less energetic, or noticing your muscles getting smaller, it is absolutely possible to turn things around, even at 60, 70, or 80 years old. Your muscles don't recognize age. They respond to the right signals, and those signals come from the food you eat, the way you move, and how you rest. The right combination of these 3 elements can lead to measurable improvements in strength and mobility. Start with high-quality protein in every meal. This includes lean meats, yes, but also eggs, fish, lentils, beans, and nuts. What matters most is spreading that protein evenly throughout the day. Your body needs a steady supply of amino acids to keep muscle synthesis active. Without it, you risk accelerating sarcopenia, the rapid loss of muscle mass that is one of the leading causes of frailty and loss of independence in older adults. Next, you need to move. But this doesn't mean hitting the gym or lifting heavy weights. Simple, consistent activity works wonders. Walk briskly. Take the stairs when you can. Use resistance bands or do light exercises at home. These small efforts stimulate your muscle fibers, improve circulation, and help you stay steady and mobile in your daily life. And perhaps most importantly, do not underestimate the power of sleep. Your muscles are not built while you exercise, they are built while you rest. Deep, restorative sleep is when your body repairs and strengthens itself. If your sleep is shallow or constantly interrupted, your recovery suffers, and so does your strength. That's why you should treat your sleep environment and nighttime routine as part of your muscle maintenance plan. Avoid caffeine in the late afternoon or evening. Turn off screens at least an hour before bed. Create a calm and cool sleeping space with low lighting and minimal noise. All of these habits prepare your body for deeper, more healing rest. If you focus on these 3 pillars, eating enough protein throughout the day, moving your body regularly, and sleeping deeply, you'll feel the difference in your energy, your strength, and your quality of life. It's time to take action. Now that you know the 5 everyday foods and drinks that could be quietly weakening your muscles, it's time to take action. Did anything surprise you? Which one do you think may have been affecting your strength the most? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. It could help someone else who's trying to regain their health and independence too. If this video helped you understand your body better, give it a like and consider sharing it with someone in your life who needs this information. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our upcoming content about healthy aging, strength, and wellness. You've got this. Stay strong, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.